Please welcome Danbury.
You don't have to leave, but I'm not on for long. It's all right. Let's hear about Al Conway, your fabulous compere this evening. Al Conway! Now, ladies and gentlemen, I work in the old-fashioned way of variety. In the good old days of music hall and variety in vaudeville, any actor who came on stage in this type of bill were top and tail with a song. So I'm going to open with a little song which uses a little bit of audience participation. So I want to get you involved, get you all vocalising and excited and energised, ready for the interval. So this is a song that was first written and made famous by a gentleman called Cab Calloway in the 1930s, 1940s. It was then utilised by one of my heroes, Mr. Danny Kaye, a very famous show at the London Palladium. This is a song that was then revitalised once again for a film and musical theatre show called The Blues Brothers. It is Minnie the Moocher, and you have to sing back in the choruses. All right. Thank you very much in the box, most kind.
She messed around with a bloke named Smokey. He loved her, though he was cold. He turned down to Chinatown, where he showed her how to kick the golden cloud. Hidey, 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 hide. Whoa! She had a dream about the king of Sweden. He gave her things that she wasn't. He gave her a home bits of gold and steel, a diamond car with a lamp and wheels. Hidey, 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 singing horses. Each meal she ate was a dozen close. Had $1 million worth of nickels and dimes. She sat around and counted them 1,000,000 times. Lost a hidey, 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 hidey. Hidey, hidey, hidey,
Not bad for a first go. We're going to go one more time, so it's not bad anymore. Bit louder, bit more boisterous, bit more masculine, bit more funky. Alright. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Not bad! Give Daniel a round of applause! Fabulous! I've never done that before, but I saw the whistle in the toilet.
It was a while before I noticed it, but I'm trying it out all right. So
I'm going to ask Hannah to throw those cards high in the air above my head. That's above, not at. So above my head, the cards are then going to scatter like mystical confetti around my being. I will spin round and catch the card that was not with my fingers, because that'd be boring. Not with teeth or toes, that's not dangerous. I'm going to catch the card, Hannah, on. Bum, bum, bum! The Blade of Doom! So here's what's going to happen. Hannah's going to throw the cards, I'm going to spin round and I'm going to stab the card. What you don't want to happen is what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. You won't believe what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. Do you want to know what happened to me a couple of weeks ago? Hannah, I'm on stage, right, and the person throws the cards. I turn to stab and I slipped on this bit of banana. I have no idea where it came from. And as I turned to stab, I slipped and went, oh my lord! So we don't want that to happen again. Now, apologies to anyone not wearing tenor lady tonight. So all through the show I've been wearing a completely fake lower arm and I've just squirted myself with tomato ketchup. To prove it is tomato ketchup, Hannah is now going to lick my arm clean. Not really, it's fake blood. I'll get the cloth. Cabaret connoisseurs, please note the cloth is red, what means I don't have to wash it after every show. Up there for thinking, down there for dancing, I tell you. Right. Are you ready, Hannah? Yeah. Throw the cards in the air! On the count of 3! It's completely my fault, completely my fault. I chose Hannah. Don't worry about it, sweetheart, don't you worry, I got it, here we are. The 3 of Hearts! I didn't say that was Hannah's card, I'm trying to redeem myself, I just said the 3 of Hearts! Do you remember what it was? Audience, do you remember what it was? Luckily enough, I've got an insurance policy, I'm going to get it out. Don't quick now, don't quick now. I can smell the buffet, it's making me hungry. On this banner is printed the name of 1 card. On the count of 3, I will drop the banner. Hannah, you shout out the name of your card, vociferously naming your card, shouting it out loud. Audience, just in case Hannah's trying to fool me, also shout out the name of the card. On the count of 3, all together now. 1, 2, 3. The 4 of spades, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. The 4. Oh, sorry, you can't see, only 1, 2, 3, and the 4 of spades. See, that's how it works for them. That's how it works. You see, I draw people using language to give me the answer I require. And if you've ever been into a car showrooms or a jeweller's and bought a more expensive watch or a more expensive car, that's how they've done it. They use the yes question, but they do draw you with the questions to get the answer that they require. Now we know you're easily led, isn't it? We'll do the real check. But they did it with this giant piece of paper, Mark, and they tried to fold it up. And I'm looking around the house, I found the banknotes and decided I'd try it. When I'm folding up, you probably know, being a man of wealth, Mark, that paper money is not made of paper. It's made of cloth, linen, and in some countries plastic. Which means when you fold it and you unfold it, the ink completely removes itself from the note. I always wish I'd learned the second half. Have a lovely afternoon, Mark. Enjoy it. Alright, I'll change it back. I'm only asking the most glamorous ladies today, so if you can stand over here for me, but just over here for me. So this is an experiment into extrasensory perception.
I'll you, Sarah.
So extrasensory perception. In the 1930s, they did these experiments on the way people read people's minds and whether people actually had this thing, extrasensory perception. I gave Phil that envelope before the numbers were even chosen. So there's no way I could have known unless I'd seen into the future to find that particular number. Or it's just a bloody clever trick.
So these are the actual cards they used to use in those extrasensory perception experiments in the 1930s. They're on hard plastic, so as you couldn't mark them in any way. So as when they were handled with your eyes closed or blindfolded, you couldn't feel which one was printed. And they are the original symbols. So we've got the circle, the wavy lines, the cross, the star, and the square. Now, you get the first choice. So I want you to mix them up so I don't know what order they are in. I want you to look and select one of them, give me the other four back. Hold it tight in your hand like this. Turn and face me. Concentrate on that one. I always laugh at this. Always, when I look seriously into their eyes. I'm going to give you a prediction. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you this envelope. You can just stand to the side and hold both the envelope and the card for a moment. Thank you. Jack, can you come on with this one? You try around this. There's only 4 of the cards left. I'm not going to look at them again. If you can come and you do exactly the same. You mix up the cards, choose one that you like, you look at it, and give the other 3 back to me. Put them in the waistcoat. Put them in the waistcoat pocket. Hold your hand. Look at me. Concentrate on it. You have to, yes. You didn't show any member of the audience. No? Okay. Review this one. Can I ask this lady here what's your name, mother? So she said, oh shit. You work hard to entertain me. What's your name? The choices are getting less. There's only 3 cards left. So you have to mix it up a bit again and select one of those. The other 2. You didn't show any of the other girls? No, for the audience. This one. This is really hard, this trick. I'm going to ask the lady second in there who's trying to avoid my gaze. Give her a round of applause. I was trying to ask the most awkward people to get out. What's your name? Jill. Jill, come on stage. Into my little wacky world of show business. Jill, there's only 2 left. So if you want to select one of them. It's going to be no good. I'm not going to get a reading then, am I? You thinking of it in shape? Okay, Jill, you're going to get this one. And can I lastly ask you at the very end, you can't help me. Thank you very much. Give this lady a round of applause. Margaret, you don't get a choice, unfortunately, Margaret. You just get the last card. And as it's the last card, there's a last question. So if I've got the first 4 right, then that should be yours. So one at a time. If you could take out the card that is in the envelope and show the auditorium both the card that is in there and the card you freely selected. gone square-shaped.
Sharon, do you think you're easily influenced? No, great, this is perfect. Sharon, I need you to help me out with this. First of all, to see whether you are susceptible to this style of technique. I have a quick experiment. Remember, there's no right or wrong with this, so no pressure, but it's just an experiment into language, Sharon. So, I've written something on the back of the card. I want you to be brutally honest. Have you any idea what I've written? Perfect. See, that's how it works. You ask the question in the correct manner, you garner the answer you require. Very, very simple. Sharon, I now know this is a real trick. Now I know you're easily led, but I have in my top pocket a deck of cards. One card is reversed. I'm going to make Sharon think of that card using these techniques. I'm going to throw the invisible deck to you because I need you to pretend to shuffle them. This places in the subconscious mind the feel of cards. Catch them? Obviously a ball girl in Wimbledon. Now, Sharon, take the cards from the box, put the box down, shuffle those cards. Very well done. Sharon, you don't have to do the rest with your hands, but if you enjoy gesticulation, that's completely up to you. Now, I want you to keep eye contact with me and imagine the 52 cards are fanned in front of you. Think of one card as long as you do not select the ace of spades or the king of hearts. If anyone in the room knows about psychology, those two cards are the most memorable. I remove them so you don't think this is coincidence. Sharon, do you have one in your mind? Is it the first one you thought of? No? You thought of one that I mentioned first. Very good. Sharon, please find the card in the invisible pack, hold it up high, and show the entire audience. Audience, can you please take a quick look at Sharon's card? That's my favourite bit, because you can't help it, the whole audience look. And nearly half of you were nodding as well, yeah? Sharon, turn that card upside down, put it back in the pack. Do up the cards, throw the cards back at me, and let's give Sharon a huge round of applause. Those cards are replaced with a deck I pre-prepared, Sharon, so as you are not the only one who's impressed if this does work. I'm going to roll my sleeves up in a subtle camp 1980s Don Johnson style. I'm hoping you might catch up. It's easy for me. Sharon, so as you're not the only one who's impressed if this does work, please now, out loud as you can, name the card you thought of and reversed in the pack. The three of diamonds. And take the cards from the box. I'm going to fan them out facing you guys. I'm looking for one card and one card only, facing me in the middle of the pack, committing me to the card, making the trick totally impossible, Sharon, but it can only be 3.